this my monitor?
And what do I do? So should I go live now or? Okay. Or I could just say, senior. All right. I just want whatever you want. It's a lockdown. You want me to test it?
Check 1 1 1. Check 1 2. Check 1. Check 1, 1, 1, 1, 2.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets ran glare, the bombs bursting in air, came proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the lands of the free and the home of the brave?
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the John J. Moore Athletic Center here in Jersey City, New Jersey. Tonight, it's an NJAC conference basketball matchup between the visiting Ramapo College Roadrunners as they take on your NJCU Gothic Knights. The Ramapo College Roadrunners come in with an overall record of 15-9, 11-6 in the NJAC. NJCU overall 11-13, 8-9 in conference play, and our ladies have qualified for a playoff berth. The playoffs begin shortly on February 22nd. It's going to be a big matchup tonight, a special night for two seniors graduating in May. It is senior night, and they were honored before the game. Big congratulations to number 3, Hannah Johnson, the 5'8" shooting guard out of Jersey City, New Jersey, and number 4, Aaliyah McCray, senior point guard, 5'1", from Patterson, New Jersey. There was a nice ceremony before the game tonight, and we want to extend our warmest wishes to both Hannah and Aaliyah and their families. So it should be a good matchup tonight. It was a tight one the last time these two teams played. Certainly Ramapo going through a rebuilding season, as it were. Even though there are 6 seniors on the team, perhaps they fell a bit as far as expectations are concerned. And in talking to their head coach before the game, Mike Onaker, in his 12th season, he said, lots to build on despite the challenges this season. Definitely disappointed that they didn't make the playoffs, but they have learned a lot of lessons, life lessons included, ups and downs with a long season, and this being the last game of the year. Coach was saying they do want to go out on a high note. The same could be said for Coach Devaney, who said he, and I quote, is super, super excited to have made a postseason berth. Very proud of his young ladies, and especially in light of the huge improvement that the Gothic Knights have made since last season. It was nice to see Coach's 2-year-old son in his arms. That's 2-year-old Patrick Jr., adorable little kid. And some of the players that Coach Devaney said to watch out for and that will pose a challenge tonight, Jenna Harsh and Cherry Smeedle for Ramapo. Also, Coach was saying he's very proud of Deja Anderson, Samantha DePopolo, and also Sarah Edmond, who made the NJAC Rookie of the Week last week. So lots to build on, lots to look forward to. And as Coach Devaney said, a win tonight would be key, as momentum and timing mean so much going into the postseason during the playoffs. So much parity regardless of the seed. But the regular season goal of making it to the playoffs has come to fruition for this NJCU team as they are about to get things underway here at the John J. Moore Athletic Center. Starting tonight for the visiting Ramapo College Roadrunners, number 3, Stacy Porzel, 5'3" guard, senior out of Hasbrook Heights, New Jersey. Number 4, Cherry Smeedle, senior guard, 5'5", out of Saddlebrook, New Jersey. Number 13, Abigail Wilden, 5'6" guard out of Coaldale, Pennsylvania. Number 22, Jenna Harsh, 5'11" freshman, 5'11" forward senior out of Metuchen. And finally, the 5'5" senior guard out of Ridgefield Park, New Jersey, and number 24, Samantha Rinaldi. Starting for the Ramapo College, starting for Jersey City University, number 3, the aforementioned senior shooting guard out of Jersey City, Hannah Johnson. Also starting tonight, number 4, the other senior on the roster for Jersey City, Aaliyah McCrae, Sarah Edmond, Ayanna Lewis, and Deja Anderson. And we are underway at the John J. Moore Athletic Center as NJCU takes control. That shot no good. And we've got a traveling violation called against Ramapo, called against NJCU, so it'll be Ramapo basketball. Good ball movement by Ramapo here in the early going as they work it around the arc. Stacy Porzel looking inside to number 22, Jenna Harsh. Long range 3, and it's good. Samantha Rinaldi with a downtown 3 gets Ramapo on the board in the early goings here in the first quarter. That shot by Lewis, no good. That ball's going to be out of bounds. Ramapo basketball. Stacy Porzel moving from left to right. That shot, nothing but the bottom of the net. And that was Abigail Wilden. 5-0 now, the lead for Ramapo. Leah McCrae controlling now, moving from her right to left. She'll pull back. Now she drives the paint and will be tripped up and fouled on the play. Check into the game now for the Gothic Knights is number 23, Maya Neal. She replaces number 12, Sarah Edmond. Hannah Johnson with the left hand. She gets double teamed and fouled as she drove the lane. Checking into the game now for Ramapo is number 2, Stacy Porzel, replacing number 13, Abigail Wilden. And there's going to be a foul called against NJCU as Samantha Rinaldi drove to the basket. And on the line now is Rinaldi. 2 shots. She makes the first. Check into the game. Or taking her place for the second foul shot is Hannah Johnson for NJCU. And Rinaldi 1 of 2 from the line, but offensive rebound for the Roadrunners. Another long range 3. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Stacy Porzel. Wow. Impressive start from 3-point range for the Roadrunners as they take the early 9-0 lead with 7:25 remaining here in the first quarter. We're here live from the John J. Moore Athletic Center in Jersey City, New Jersey. The last game of the season for both of these teams. Jersey City qualifying for the playoffs, which begin on February 22nd. Ramapo College playing for bragging rights as it's a conference matchup and nothing really to lose for them. Lots to build on for next season, although they are graduating 6 seniors from the Ramapo College Roadrunners women's basketball program. That's a 30-second timeout. We're going to get right back to the action as the ladies from Jersey City take the floor as they will be inbounding the basketball. That's number 30, Deja Anderson. And she'll give it up to number 4, Aaliyah McCrae. McCrae, the 5'1" point guard, gets it off to Deja Anderson. Anderson from underneath gets the shot off and is fouled on the play. Anderson with the strong move tried to muscle it in, but was fouled. She'll take the line for 2 shots. That foul was on Jenna Harsh for the Roadrunners. And now Deja with the first of 2. And Deja gets the Gothic Knights on the board here in the first quarter. Second shot now for Deja. Number 30, the 5'8" junior out of East Orange. Misses the second. Scramble, loose ball. They're going to call a kick ball. Looked like a jump, but it's going to go the other way. Kick ball called against NJCU. Possession Ramapo. Press, defensive press, broken by Ramapo as they gain half court. But it's stolen and out of bounds. Good defensive hustle by number 4, Aaliyah McCrae on the play. Scrappy player McCrae. She's all over the floor. Sacrifices her body, diving for loose balls. You saw it down in the front court just moments ago, and now you see it defensively in the backcourt for Jersey City. Stacy Porzel will give it up to Smeedle. Smeedle driving down the right side. Good move, strong move on the inside from number 22, Jenna Harsh, but nothing doing. Good kick out Driving the lane, right hand, left hand. Count it, basket's good. Opportunity for a three-point play, Aaliyah McCray. Way to go for McCray. She has been all over the floor as we watch the replay again. You see Jenna Harsh, unsuccessful in the paint there. And look at the transition here by NJCU, but missing the free throw for the three-point play was Aaliyah McCray. But there's a bit of a momentum turner there for NJCU. Now 9-3 in the first quarter. That ball's going to be tipped out of bounds by Cherry Smeedle. Gothic Knights basketball. Inbounding the ball, Deja Anderson. Standing out, though, in the early going, without a doubt, Aaliyah McCray. Such a pleasure to watch her game in and game out. Never lets up, never lets off the gas. And that's a fall away 20-footer, which is good for Deja Anderson. Beautiful form on that shot and follow through. Another turnover. Aaliyah McCray is everywhere tonight as she'll go down the left side of the floor, dishes it off, three-point shot. No good. That was, oh, the follow through is good. Deja Anderson. Out of bounds. NJCU basketball 9-7 now. They could even things up with 6:02 remaining in the first quarter. Inbounding the basketball, number 3, Hannah Johnson. And I think I might have gotten Johnson and McCray mixed up on that last possession. My apologies. It is now Aaliyah McCray with the basketball. Moving from right to left. She dishes it off to Hannah Johnson. Nice move underneath. Traveling violation, no basket, no basket. But what a burst of energy in the last 2 minutes for these Gothic Knights as they've come storming back, down 9-0 early, now 9-7 as Ramapo comes back the other way. That shot no good. Rebound by Rinaldi in the corner now. Good ball movement. Excellent hesitation move. Off the glass, three-pointer. Count it for Bridget Cahill. Not sure if she wanted that to go off the backboard, but who am I to say? 12-7 now for the Roadrunners. Deja Anderson, she'll pull back. She finds Aaliyah McCray. I'm sorry, that was Hannah Johnson. That shot no good. Bianca Feedy, no good. Rebound, Gothic Knights. Storming down the left side of the floor is Anderson. Anderson will give to McCray. McCray taking instructions from Coach Devaney as she goes right hand, left hand, and is muscled off the ball and fouled by Sarah Minchin for Ramapo. Pardon me, that was Bianca Feedy for the Roadrunners on the foul. And Aaliyah McCray to the line for 2 shots. McCray's got an opportunity to follow it up now after the miss with a basket. 1 of 2 from the line. 12-8. Now the score, Ramapo with the lead. Scramble underneath. Devaney not liking that call at all, but it's going to go against NJCU. It's going to go against Deja Anderson. That's Anderson's second personal foul on the line now, shooting for Ramapo. Wickersheim makes the first for Ramapo. 13-8. And she makes them both 14-8. Check into the game now for the Gothic Knights, number 12, Ayanna Lewis, replacing Deja Anderson. Bring the ball up the floor. Aaliyah McCray moving from her right to left. She finds a streaking Maya Neal, but we're going to get it back to Johnson. Johnson underneath, dishes it out to the corner. Driving the lane with authority, number 23, Maya Neal. Basket no good. Offensive rebound, Gothic Knights. That putback no good. Another crack at it. Count the basket, Ayanna Lewis, who just checked into the game, has made an immediate impact with her presence here in the first quarter. Gothic Knights now within 4. But Ramapo comes storming back. That was Allison Wickersheim, the 6-footer out of Hackensack, New Jersey. 16-10, 3:20 remaining in the first quarter. As McCray gives it up, and that errant pass is going to go out of bounds. Turnover, Ramapo basketball. Bringing the ball up the floor is Bianca Feedy, I'm sorry. Long range three off the glass. Are you kidding me? Another three-pointer, Samantha Rinaldi. She is on fire here in the early going for Ramapo. Roadrunners increase their lead 19-10 in this seesaw battle. All offense here in the first quarter for both teams. That shot no good. Rinaldi pulls up. Rimaldi gets it back. Another three-point attempt. That one no good. It's going to go out of bounds. Gothic Knights basketball. Check into the game now for NJCU. And number 11, Sarah Edmond, the freshman. 5'7" out of Bloomfield, New Jersey. Maya Neal now looking things over. Neal moving right to left. Now with the left hand, she'll dish it off. Good inside look, nothing doing. Kicked it out to three-point land. That shot no good by McCray. It's going to go out of bounds. We're going to go back the other way. Last touched by NJCU, Ramapo basketball. Bridget Cahill, Bianca Feedy now. Back to Cahill. Out of bounds, turnover. NJCU with the basketball. Check into the game now for Ramapo, number 30, Kaylee McAniff. Hannah Johnson through the legs, now with the left hand, back to the right. She'll kick it out to Neal. Neal driving the right side. Good power move, but that shot no good. Offensive rebound by NJCU. Excellent ball movement underneath, but unable to convert for NJCU was number 11, Sarah Edmond. Turnover. Shot no good, but once again, Aaliyah McCray has come to play tonight with the steal. Shot no good. She's fouled on the play, creating all sorts of havoc for Ramapo in the early going is Aaliyah McCray. And now checking in for the Gothic Knights, number 2, Zaira Taylor-Gaston. And on the line, McCray, 2 shots for the Gothic Knights. Oh, thank you for for that. Thank you. As we took another look at the foul. And here it is again. That shot no good. Offensive rebound for NJCU. Shot no good. That was Sarah Edmond with the heads up. Aggressive offensive rebound by Edmond. And NJCU retains possession. That pass to the top of the arc. Ayanna Lewis dealing. She finds Johnson for three, no good. And we got another foul on the play. That's going to be a loose ball foul against NJCU against Sarah Edmond, her first personal. And checking in now for Ramapo, Bridget Cahill, back into the game. 40 seconds to go here in the opening quarter at the John J. Moore Athletic Center, Jersey City, New Jersey, on a chilly February evening. We got a good game underway, and that's going to go off the glass for number 22, Jenna Harsh. One of the players, Coach Devaney, said, you got to keep an eye on Jenna, great shooter, excellent all-around player. And Jenna has been a big part of the offense for the Roadrunners this evening. Traveling violation called against Zaira Taylor-Gaston, the sophomore out of Jersey City, New Jersey. 5'8" forward. Jenna Harsh turns it over. And another steal for Aaliyah McCray. She may be small in stature, but man, does she play big. All over the floor. That's a player any team in this conference would love to have as a teammate and as a player for their school. So at the end of the first quarter of play, Ramapo with an impressive start, 21-11, the lead for the Roadrunners. But the way this game's going, there have been shifts and turns here in the early going. If that's any indication, there will be some more lead changes before this one is all said and done. And look, you know, one of the things Coach Devaney and I spoke about before the game was not looking too far ahead, although the girls have so much to be proud about after a challenging season last season with only 2 seniors on the team qualifying for a playoff berth. Coach Devaney was saying you can't look too far ahead, and although this game may not have the implications that it does for NJCU, Ramapo playing their hearts out with really not a whole lot on the line other than pride tonight. And they certainly have come out to an energetic start to this game as we are close to getting underway to start this second quarter here at the John J. Moore Athletic Center. And we've got a pretty good crowd on hand for senior night, as Ramapo will start things off here in the second quarter. Bianca Fidi with the miss. Can't see, man. It's hard to see. It dishes it off to Zaira Taylor-Gaston, who puts up a shot, no good. Rebound, Ramapo. That's Bianca Fidi who dishes it off. Inside, and a nice pull-up jumper, no good. Now we'll go back the other way as McCray controls for NJCU. She's moving from her right to left. Looking to create. Hannah Johnson now with the right hand. She's D'd up strong by number 2, Stacy Purzel, Bridget Cahill, I should say. Hannah Johnson again. Off the glass and good. Hannah Johnson, nice strong move on the inside, off the glass for two. Pulling NJCU within 21-13, and that shot off the glass by Jenna Harsh. And she is an impressive young woman, strong player. With a nice shot by Harsh. Good look inside, but broken up by Ramapo. NJCU remains in control. The pull-up 15-footer, no good by Taylor Gaston. Will go back the other way. Bianca Feedy. Kayla McKenna falls to the ground, loses control. But it's Harsh again. Jenna Harsh cannot be stopped, and Coach Devaney has seen enough as NJCU calls the timeout. Early going in the second quarter, 7:43 remaining in this first half. Ramapo with 26-13 lead. And Jenna Harsh has found her rhythm here in the second quarter. The 5'11" senior forward out of Metuchen, New Jersey, is on fire here in the second quarter. So Coach Devaney talking things over with his players before this gets too out of hand, wants to stop the bleeding. And Coach Devaney had said prior to the game that Jenna Harsh is the player they really have to swarm and collapse on defensively in order to open things up for other players and not have Harsh get her points. So we are back underway here in the second quarter as McCray looks inside. Good pass on the inside. Dish backed out. Count it. That was Samantha DePapalo. And Coach talked about Samantha DePapalo as a freshman. The progress she's made has been a huge surprise in her development, and he's very happy with DePapalo's play. The freshman out of North Arlington, New Jersey. Jennifer MacArthur for three. No good. Rebound. Johnson. Johnson with the left hand. Kicks it back out to McCray. McCray to Anderson. That shot no good. Stacy Porzel is going to get fouled on the play. That was Aaliyah McCray, her first personal. Inbounding the ball now, Stacy Porzel. Bridget Cahill to Stacy Porzel. Rinaldi kicks it out to Cahill. That shot no good. Rebound Anderson. Anderson can't control. That's going to go out of bounds. Ramapo basketball. And checking in now for the Roadrunners, number 15, Jessica Rapassi. She replaces Jenna Harsh. And Stacy Porzel, 5'3" senior guard, with the left hand, drives the lane. Good looking move. Excellent defense by Anderson. Ramapo again. That shot no good. They're going to call the charging. That foul's going to go against number 2, Taylor Gaston for NJCU. And checking into the game now, number 23, Maya Neal, on the line to shoot is Samantha Rinaldi. She makes the first. correction, that foul was against Hannah Johnson. And offensive rebound, put back, no good by Jessica Rapassi. Long range pass to Anderson. Anderson with a strong move, and she'll get fouled. And will go to the line to shoot 2. Deja Anderson, 5'8", junior guard out of East Orange, New Jersey. 12-point Ramapo lead. Anderson looks to cut back and get this down with the 2 free throws. She's made her first, 27-16. Now as NJCU continues to make their presence felt from the free throw line. 1 of 2 for Anderson. Bounce pass, good intention, good look, but excellent defense by number 23, Maya Neal, who knocked the ball out of bounds. But last touch by the Roadrunners. NJCU basketball, Anderson inbounds. McCray to bring it up for the Gothic Knights, as she'll slow things down. The 5'1" point guard will give it up to Anderson. Anderson drives the lane with the right hand. Excellent move. Strong off the glass and good. Deja Anderson. Now 27-18. The Gothic Knights trailing. Long range 3. No good. That was Bridget Cahill on the miss. Aaliyah McCray, Ms. Everything for this Gothic Knights team. Driving the lane, kicking it back out to Neal. That shot no good. We're going to call a backcourt foul. That's Sarah Edmonds' second personal foul for NJCU. 4:50 remaining in the half. That's a good look inside. Nice move. Basket, no good. And that was Jessica Rapassi with the shot for Ramapo. Little badminton session going on underneath as the ball gets bounced around. Shot no good, but we're going to have another foul on the play. Or that wasn't a foul. A turnover. Ramapo with possession. Stacy Porzel gives it up to Rinaldi. Back to Porzel. Nice move. Strong move, Stacy Porzel. The senior guard, 5'3", out of Hasburg Heights. Gives Ramapo the 29-18 lead. 4:05 remaining in the half here on senior night at the John J. Moore Athletic Center. Jersey City qualifying for the playoffs, which start on February 22nd. That shot no good. Porzel down the left side. She'll give it up to Rinaldi. Offensive foul called against the Roadrunners. That's going to go against Feedy, Bianca Feedy. I guess Jenna Harsh is called for the foul. My apologies. Aaliyah McCray over to Anderson. Anderson with the left hand. Gives it back to Johnson. Johnson to McCray. Johnson from three-point range. No good. Rebound Minchin. Minchin coast to coast. Gives it up looking for Harsh. Doesn't find. And there's some booing going on from the crowd. NJCU does not like that call. They're saying that was last touched by an NJCU player. And now a technical foul being assessed against NJCU. Not a lot of leeway given by these officials tonight as a technical foul. So Deja Anderson will be assessed a technical foul, her third, and on the line now to shoot for NJCU is number 20, Sarah Minchin. Minchin hits them both, and that hurts. 31-18 with 3:17 remaining in the first half. Devaney still pleading his case to the official. At least the official's talking to him, hearing out his cause, but it's too late. He already assessed the technical. And maybe he could have talked to him first. But be it as it may, what's done is done. 3:10 remaining in the half. And after the technical, Ramapo retains possession as Feedy now drives with the right hand. She finds Porzel. Porzel with the left hand. That shot no good. Rebound Johnson. Johnson will go the length of the court. Tries to thread the needle. Fouled on the play. And she'll go to the line to shoot two. That's Hannah Johnson. Aggressive play by Johnson. And it paid off as she gets the call on the shot. And check into the game now, number 13, Abigail Wilden for the Roadrunners. Two shots for Johnson. She makes the first. Misses the second. NJCU pulls within 12 with 2:45 to go. Cross-court pass to Wilden. Wilden gets it back. Wilden to Feedy. Feedy over to Porzel. Porzel D'd up nicely by Johnson. That shot, long range, no good. Yeah. Finally, NJCU gets the call as number 11, Bianca Feedy, with the blocking foul as she ran into Hannah Johnson. Inbounding the ball now, number 22, Samantha DePapalo for NJCU. Freshman out of North Arlington, New Jersey. Attended North Arlington High School. And McCray will bring up the basketball for the Gothic Knights. McCray moving right to left. Johnson now surveying the scene. Decides to take it herself. Three-pointer. Hannah Johnson pulls NJCU within 9. 2 minutes to go in the half. Big three-pointer for Hannah Johnson. Energizes the bench for NJCU and this crowd at the John J. Moore Athletic Center. And turning the ball over for Ramapo is Bianca Feedy. Actually, last touch by NJCU, but excellent defense by Neal. Good look inside. Fouled on the play was number 22, Jenna Harsh. Harsh is fouled by Sarah Edmond. Third foul for Edmond, and she's going to have to take a seat. And checking into the game now is Ayanna Lewis. Jenna Harsh, 2 shots. A very sound basketball player. Great touch and follow through on her free throws. Smooth, fluid ball player is Jenna Harsh. Pleasure to watch the senior as she makes both of her free throws. And check into the game now for Ramapo, number 33, Allison Wickersheim, the 6-footer, junior. Hannah Johnson. She'll drive the lane. Floater off the glass, no good. Rebound, Neal. Kicks it out to Johnson. That shot no good. But the offensive rebound collected by DePapalo. Coach Devaney calling out the play. It's received by McCray. McCray to DePapalo. DePapalo can't control. She loses the handle. It's picked up by Abigail Wilden. Under a minute to go in this first half. That three-pointer, no good. Rebound, McCray. McCray taking her time as she'll drive with the left hand and is fouled on the play. That's going to go against Bianca Fidi. Or actually, Samantha Rinaldi. And checking into the game now for Ramapo, number 4, Cherry Smeedle.
10 toes to the rim.
And McCray with 2 shots. She makes the first.
Hannah, you stick there. 4.
NJCU now within 10 points
Sam, get somebody, Sam.
as McCray makes 1 of 2. Long-range pass. Unable to handle it is Ramapo. Excellent transition. Oh, and that's going to be an offensive foul called against Hannah Johnson. Was close. A bang-bang play there, and Ramapo got the call for the foul against Johnson. 29.4 seconds now remaining in the opening half. Plenty of time for Ramapo to get off a shot as the shot clock is off. And Fidi now with the right hand. Fidi gets it back. Bianca Fidi taking her time, 10 seconds to go. Make it 8 seconds. Make it 5. Make it 3. Inside to Harsh. Excellent defense by Hannah Johnson. Ramapo unable to get off a shot as Hannah Johnson locked down defensively. Great job by Hannah to keep NJCU within 10. The score at the end of the first half of play, the Roadrunners from Ramapo College 33, the Gothic Knights from NJCU 23. Here on senior night at the John J. Moore Athletic Center, we're so glad you joined us. We'll be back with first half statistics in just a few moments. good. I just.
I'm gonna go print you the ads. I haven't done that yet.
What do I need to do?
The reads, the ad reads.
Oh, I got reads.
Yeah.
And just do them during timeouts or
Yeah, and
halftime.
at the end of the game read.
Oh, great, perfect.
Good. Um, Right? John, making her debut as the analyst for the second half will be my
Yes.
GA Nina
Yes. I love it.
She's never done it before, but I want her to experience everything like
So you're a grad student, so you're familiar with the team, though, right?
Yeah.
So we we did a nice pregame. We did a nice first half. We'll work in. Just give me your first and last name.
You got it. Nina Carbonara.
You'll be on the alternate headset. Have fun.
You would need a roster, and it's Carbonara. And Nina, where are you from?
Middlesex.
Middlesex. And you're a graduate student.
Yeah, I played soccer here. But I actually did, I'll just say it on there.
This is going to be awesome.
I actually played for the basketball team 2 years
So
ago.
we can talk about that. Use this with TV. We don't have to do every single dribble, shot, whatever. They can see it. Also,
me and my two sisters.
okay. So wait, I want to hear about this. But what do they sing? Just this?
This is all they
Also, am I
sing.
off right now? I don't want them to hear this. Anyway, it's fine. Don't worry about it. So
Away.
we don't even need to mess with it. All right. So you're a graduate student from. When did you graduate?
2019. May. This past May.
So you just graduated in
Yeah.
19, and you played soccer and basketball.
I played basketball one season. They needed some players to fill in.
So you played an entire season. So you played basketball and soccer. And what are you studying? This is the guest analyst.
Nice.
We got the big time right here. So you play. So what are you studying now?
Criminal justice.
CJ. And what were you undergrad?
Oh, there's a few questions.
You were criminal justice. Oh. And we are back live here at the John J. Moore Athletic Center as we are almost ready to start the third quarter. Intermission at halftime is almost up. Quick halftime stats to go over. Leading scorers for Ramapo, Jenna Harsh with 9 points. Samantha Rinaldi with 8 points. Bridget Cahill with 6. Allie Wickersheim with 4 points. 3-point land, really the difference there in the first half, as Rinaldi was 2 of 3 from 3-point range, 2 of 4 for Bridget Cahill, 1 of 2 for Jenna Harsh. Leading scorers for NJCU, 8 points for Deja Anderson, 5 for Hannah Johnson, 6 points for Aaliyah McCrae, 2 points for Ayanna Lewis. And Samantha DePapalo rounds out the scorers also with 2 points. 3-point land struggling from 3-point range were the Gothic Knights. 1 for 5, Hannah Johnson. 0 for 1, McCrae. 0 for 1, Deja Anderson. Also, Zaira Taylor-Gaston, 0 for 1. 33-23, 10-point deficit for NJCU. This could very easily be made up. Lots of bursts, fits, and starts to this game. A lot of offense. 3-point bombs being thrown from both teams as NJCU will begin the third quarter with possession. And joining me in the booth, we have a very special guest, a graduate from the class of 19, Nina Carbonero, now a graduate student at NJCU. Nina, thank you so much for joining us. Very happy to have you here.
Thanks for having me. It's great to be here.
Nina, you are a retired student athlete, as it were. I know you played 1 full season of women's basketball while an undergraduate student here at NJCU. Coming up with a big 3-pointer, from what I hear. Is that true? Back in your solo 1-year campaign?
Yes. My 4'11" self scored 1 3-pointer against the team we are playing here tonight, Ramapo.
That is so cool.
And
that's a good-looking side by Ramapo. But go ahead. Jenna Harsh, 3-pointer, no good.
I celebrated just like any soccer player would.
And how's that?
A little jump in the air.
You didn't slide on your knees?
Forgetting the game still goes on.
So also, kidding aside, an accomplished soccer player as well. Which sport did you like better?
Absolutely soccer.
And just because of longevity, you played more experience, etc.
Absolutely.
Well, I can't thank you enough for joining us. Will you stick around for the entire second half, please?
I think so.
All right.
I just might.
That's Nina Carbonero, everybody. And she's going to also provide some insight from her experience as a roster player on NJCU during her time here with the Gothic Knights. And that follow-up shot, no good. Getting her own rebound with a nice dish inside. Another nice pass. Count the basket.
Amazing.
That was Aaliyah McCrae. Gorgeous basket. Excellent ball movement. Don't you think so, Nina?
Absolutely.
Good way to start the second half.
Very persistent on these rebounds today. We've got just about 23 at the start of the quarter.
Absolutely. And a turnover violation against Ramapo. And NJCU now within 8 points as they've come storming out here for the third quarter on senior night. Did you ever get to experience a senior night?
Actually, fun fact, I did not. I had a senior day warm-up here at NJCU.
And what does that mean?
We experienced some rain date delays, and then our final game.
Anderson's shot doesn't fall.
We were not able to get any referees to the game.
Come on,
so
Nina.
We had a senior day warm-up.
That stinks.
That's all right.
And
I get more senior days here.
There you go.
Amazing.
Strong move.
Amazing.
Count the basket. What a strong play, shot, and follow-through by Aaliyah McCrae. And she showed her strength on that play.
Absolutely.
Checking into the game now, we've got Maya Neal, but I don't know if we're going to get a look at this again, Nina, but that was just the epitome of what that young lady brings to this team.
Her nickname is Tiny, but let me tell you, she is mighty.
Man, she's fierce. I mean, absolutely fierce. As Aaliyah completes the three-point play, bringing the Gothic Knights within 5. And quick transition right back the other way is Ramapo. Sarah Minchin turns it over. Putting up the shot. Foul, count the basket.
And one.
And one. Unbelievable. I don't know what Devaney had to say to his players at halftime, but they have come out on fire here to start the third quarter.
Pat Devaney might only be in his second season, but he has done amazing things.
You know, you could not be more right. And McCray misses the shot, the opportunity for the three-point play. And, you know, in talking to some of the players, Nina, they've said, listen, we're not going to lie. He's a tough guy to play for. He's not going to be your best friend, but he gets the most out of us. As the three-pointers hit by Samantha Rinaldi, answering right back for Ramapo. But, you know, I think sometimes that's exactly what you need. I mean, you know, maybe not the right style for everybody, but I can tell from the players I spoke to, they respect Coach Devaney. And, you know, he's a hard guy to play for, but he really wants what's best for the girls.
He gets them to buy.
Beautiful three-pointer. Answering right back is Ayanna Lewis. This is like a heavyweight bout. Punch for punch. These teams going at it. Nina, listen, I haven't done many games here, but I've never heard this arena quite so loud.
Absolutely. We've got a large crowd tonight for both teams.
And, you know, Ramapo, as you know, for 6 seniors, they've had a tough season.
Absolutely.
Maybe not really meeting expectations with a senior-laden team that they have. They really have nothing to play for tonight other than pride, and they've certainly come out and shown that tonight. On the other hand, and we talked a little bit about this in the first half, NJCU struggled last year, but as Coach Devaney was telling me, he's absolutely ecstatic with this playoff berth. And
absolutely.
They've got lots to be proud of for their performance this season. What players do you stand out, not only tonight but all season long, that you've enjoyed watching for NJCU?
Aaliyah McCray, absolutely. She's small, she's fierce, and she is persistent.
Without a doubt. Going nice dish underneath to Harsh. She gets fouled harshly on the play. No pun intended there, Nina, but I couldn't help myself. Jenna Harsh, she's really been an amazing player to watch tonight. She's just got such an all-around complete game. She'll go to the free throw line. 2 shots for Harsh. She misses the first. 36-33. NJCU storming back here in the early going of the third quarter. Harsh with her second free throw attempt, and that's good. Score is now 37-33. The Roadrunners with the lead. Johnson gives to Neal. Neal to Ayanna Lewis. Back to Johnson with the left hand. Nice up and under, and she'll be fouled. And that was Hannah Johnson. Fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2. And checking into the game now, Allie Wickershine. And that one just rolls out. Did not get the friendly bounce for Hannah. But she makes the second. You know, in talking to Coach Devaney before the game, just talking about the 2 seniors on this team, saying what leadership Hannah brings to this team. And I even had a chance to talk to Destiny Myrick, who's out hurt tonight, and saying having, as a sophomore, being able to look up to Hannah Johnson has really proved invaluable for her growth as a player. How important is leadership? Obviously, it's huge in sports, but was there any players, you don't have to name them by name, that stood out for you and had an impact on your collegiate athletic career? You don't have to be specific, but how important is that role, though?
It's so important. We have Hall of Famer Katie Fian, who joins us for practices, games. She was an assistant coach back when I played, but even her presence is a huge leader. You just feel it in the room.
Absolutely.
And I feel, from what you said about these players, I feel they get that same presence from Hannah Johnson, especially tonight.
Great defense by NJCU, and there's the turnover. Scramble on the floor. Ramapo able to control as Cahill with a nice look inside to Harsh. Off the glass, no good. And Aaliyah will slow things down for NJCU. Trailing by 4 with under 5 minutes remaining in the third quarter. We're halfway through the third. Good dish to the outside. That shot from the corner, no good by Sarah Edmond. As Bianca Feedy controls now for the Roadrunners. Feedy with the right hand. Shut down by Ayanna Lewis. Good look inside with the finger roll. Count it. That was Katie Potter for the Roadrunners. You know, I've noticed throughout this entire game, Nina, Ramapo really uses their bench. Multiple players in and out of the game, more so than normal. 11, 12 kids playing tonight. As far as depth goes, how important is that when you were playing as far as using your bench and using it wisely?
I feel like that.
Offensive rebound. Putback is good. Count the basket. Ayanna Lewis.
Beautiful. I feel like it's so important because you got to
Speaking of role players, I mean, Ayanna hasn't had a whole lot of minutes tonight, but a huge opportunity for a three-point play here as Deja Anderson checks back into the game for the Gothic Knights. But go ahead.
Especially as a junior, it's so important to be able to, trust the people you have on your bench. God forbid, injuries
somebody
happen.
Goes down. Yeah, absolutely.
You got to be able to trust your teammates.
Destiny was talking exactly about that before the game. Destiny out with a high ankle sprain, the sophomore. Three-point play, it's complete. Beautiful basket, and the free throw is good for Ayanna Lewis. Gothic Knights now within 3 as they continue to peck away at the Roadrunners' lead.
I love it.
Slowly but surely here on senior night, last regular game, and a huge steal by Johnson. Just enveloped that ball, read it very well, good anticipation. That shot no good, no foul on the play. Be careful not to foul there, Hannah. And the ball's out of bounds. Gothic Knights basketball. And Hannah Johnson will inbound the ball. Another thing some of the players were telling me, Nina, as this 25-footer is good. Ayanna Lewis comes back and scores again. Back-to-back baskets for Ayanna Lewis. As she stepped up big here with 3:10 remaining in the third. NJCU now down by just 1. Brianna Feedy, long-range pass, three-point attempt, no good. Cahill. NJCU, Nina, could now take the lead. They didn't seem to panic at all. They've kept their composure, and they're right back in it.
Absolutely. They all look so composed. Just getting to business.
Totally. Speaking of business, Leah McCray, I'm just upset I haven't had the opportunity to watch more of her this season.
I know. She's had an amazing run for her senior season.
And that shot's no good right before the shot clock expired as Cahill now brings it up with the left hand. And she's going to get called. No, Cahill got fouled on the play. So Aaliyah McCray picks up her second personal foul for NJCU. Three-pointer from the side, no good. Feedy with the rebound. What's the call here? That's going to be against NJCU's Anderson, and you know what? That is her fourth. And they're going to have to sit her down.
Looks like they're bringing in Maya Neal for her today.
And that's going to be tough because we're still early in the late in the third quarter. But Anderson, such a strong player, close to fouling out now with 4 personal fouls. As that shot's no good, Harsh turned it over. Look inside. That pass does not connect with Lewis. But NJCU able to control as McCray moving from her left to right. She's looking for some help, finds it in Maya Neal. Maya Neal from the top of the three-point arc. Shot clock winding down. She gets it off and hits it. Count the basket. At the end of the shot clock with the buzzer sounding, Maya Neal drains it. NJCU now officially takes the lead, 40-39. And another turnover. Sarah Edmond loses control. Pass no good. But the Gothic Knights able to grab the loose ball, and McCray will slow things down with 1 minute remaining in the third quarter. Nina, this has been crazy.
Absolutely. I cannot believe she was able to get that shot off.
And I think she didn't realize that she heard it from the bench. They alerted her to it. She got it off, threw up a prayer, and it was good.
Beautiful.
Foul's going to be called in the backcourt against NJCU.
Hannah Johnson draws the foul.
So Hannah Johnson's going to pick up her third. Hannah Johnson's going to take a seat. Back into the game for NJCU, Samantha DiPapalo. Coach Devaney was saying nice things about Samantha before the game, her development of a player. She's really come into her own, named the NJAC Player of the Week as a freshman last week. That's got to be a good sign for things to come. I'm sorry, Sarah Edmond was the NJAC Rookie of the Week. My bad, Nina, my bad.
No problem,
Get too excited here, Nina. Calm me down. Second free throw attempt for Feedy. And it's good.
No, I
all even at 40 again. Say it again.
I see some big things coming for
Absolutely. I mean, listen, we've got so much to look forward to in these playoffs, too. So much parity in the NJAC, too. You go in, no matter what seed you are, anything can happen. So that's going to be fun to watch.
That's actually our saying for soccer. Anything can happen in the NJAC.
That's it. Can I copyright that, Nina?
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll get some T-shirts made, or
our first game, our senior year last semester, we put it up in our locker room.
Get out of here! That's so cool.
In the NJAC, and that was our goal.
That's right. Anything can happen in NJAC. I like it. Check into the game now for the Gothic Knights is number 15, Jocelyn Williams. I think that's her first playing time of the game. Or actually, I'm not sure. But at least for this third quarter it is. And on the line with her first free throw, no good. That's Aaliyah McCray. Still even at 40. McCray misses the second. Rebound. NJCU three-pointer. No good. That was Williams with the three-point attempt. And Coach Devaney is going to call a timeout. Well, storming back in the third quarter, all even at 40. What do you think Devaney said to these guys at half? Because they're not messing around at all. I mean, but in your experience, Nina, is it hard to not look ahead sometimes to a bigger game? Like in this example, we've got a playoff game coming up. This is a conference game, but the implications aren't too big. Is it hard not to think ahead sometimes to more important games or more important moments, or keeping it in the moment?
You know, sometimes it could be hard, but I feel like in a game like this, they control their destiny. If they
Absolutely.
win this, they go far. They control where they are at. I believe they finish off their conference play with a 500 across the board, which is
right,
amazing.
which would be
gotta feel good.
Well,
to
that's
be
a great
winning.
point. I mean, to get to 500, that's always a solid benchmark.
Yes.
And
So this game is their big game, technically.
well, there you go. And so much of it has to do with timing and momentum. And if you can, I remember when I was working with the New York Giants, it was that game where they had nothing to play for. They had already made the playoffs, and they were playing the Patriots' last home game. And Tom Coughlin started all his starters and played their heart outs, lost to New England. But he said if it weren't for that, not looking ahead, they played for the moment. They ended up beating the Patriots in the Super Bowl.
Absolutely.
So sorry for the long-winded story, but I think
was
that's
on
to
my
your
birthday,
point.
Actually. The last
Get
time
outta
the Giants
here.
won the Super Bowl.
That's so cool. Three-pointer, no good. And at the buzzer, all even at 40. Getting carried away with NFL stories, Nina, but there is a common thread, obviously, with all sports.
Absolutely.
And, you know, speaking of which, being semi-new to the NJCU family, and I do feel like it's family here, what would you say is some of the common threads, not only between the sports, but the philosophy here? And is there a feeling of family and sisterhood and brotherhood and working for each other? And I know soccer was more of your favorite sport, so how would you describe it? And, of course, there's going to be peaks and valleys, ups and downs, hard moments, positive moments, and all of that combined. But what would you say was maybe one galvanizing moment for you in your 4 years as a student athlete where you said, hey, I feel like regardless of our wins and losses, I feel like this is special, and I feel grateful for the opportunity to play?
I don't know if there was a specific moment or a specific game, but there was, just so many times. Every time I stepped onto the field, I would just look and be like, wow, I am here, I am playing, I enjoy it, I love it.
Right.
But NJCU actually, when you asked about their culture, what stuck out to me the most, NJCU has this Rising Night Institute where we always
Say it one more time.
We have a Rising Night Institute.
Oh,
here.
Rising Night Institute.
Yes.
Okay.
So what we like to do is we lift as we rise. So as
I always want to write that
Yes.
down. That's so cool.
That is my
we lift
favorite
as
thing.
we rise.
Yes, so
I'm getting chills right now,
when
Nina.
this team succeeds, they not only succeed for themselves, they bring up
The whole morale
Yes,
of like,
and it goes with everything
the
else.
community, the school, the administration, the faculty. All kidding aside, I really like that. That's a strong move on the inside. Count the basket to Allie Wickersheim. Wow. That was a great
is my
turnaround
favorite
move.
thing.
You know, that really, I think, encapsulates what that long-winded question I asked you really is. That's exactly what that answer is perfect, and it speaks volumes. Off-balance shot. It's good. Samantha DePopolo with the off-balance acrobatic shot pulls the Gothic Knights even once again with Ramapo at 42. As we have begun the fourth quarter in this seesaw matchup, that shot underneath no good, and a strong rebound for NJCU.
One thing I noticed specifically today is NJCU has just been strong on those rebounds.
Absolutely. You know, and you do have some big physical players for Ramapo, and
Absolutely.
NJCU not intimidated at all. As bullying her way with the shoulder was Maya Neal. This game, I don't know if you experienced this, but I see a more physical tone that was set early. And was that sort of the norm in conference play?
Oh my God! Even in
Even
soccer,
with the
that
rivalries,
is
a little
the
more
norm.
physical?
Every conference play,
Oh,
you prepare for the physicality.
Trying to set the trap, but called for the foul as Maya Neal. I don't know if I agree with that one, Aaron. Yeah, Maya Neal called for the foul. But as you were saying, conference play obviously heats up the intensities, the rivalries.
We prepare for the intense games, the physicalities. It's just a part of our conference.
And wouldn't you agree, too, being courtside at a women's game, you see how physical it really is. I mean, the bumps, the bruises, the jockeying for position, the shoulders, the elbows. I mean, this has been physical from the opening tip-off.
Absolutely.
And we're all even. It's been a dogfight out here tonight. All even at 42, 8:30 remaining in the game in the early going of the fourth quarter. As good look inside. Fouled on the play is going to be number 11, Sarah Edmond. And checking back into the game now for who I didn't even see who checked in. Taking a seat is Maya Neal. Oh, Hannah Johnson's back in. I gotcha. And the first free throw is good by Sarah Edmond. NJCU with a 1-point lead. 8:20 remaining in the game. Suns senior night. Last home game of this season, regular season.
And they are making it a good one.
What's that?
They're making it a good game for us.
Absolutely. They're not making it easy either.
No.
Checking back into the game now is Maya Neal. She'll replace Sarah Edmond. NJCU with a 1-point lead as they press. They're going to press. Gothic Knights pressing, looking for the trap. But great gain to the front court is number 24, Rinaldi. Rinaldi will kick it out to Cahill. But there's going to be a foul called before the play. And that's going to go against number 24, Rinaldi. That's her third personal. And back into the game is Jenna Harsh, replacing Allie Wickersheim. And putting up the shot was Hannah Johnson, no good. Rebound, Rinaldi. Rinaldi will dish it off to Harsh. Harsh to Cahill. Cahill, Rinaldi now kicks it out. Back to Cahill. Driving the lane and kicking it back out to Cahill. Jenna Harsh goes baseline. Pull-up jumper, good. She is unbelievable. Jenna Harsh with a big basket to put Ramapo up by 1. 7:15 remaining. 44-43. Senior Hannah Johnson goes cross court in the corner to DePopolo. That shot no good with the left hand. Offensive rebound. Put back is good. Ayanna Lewis, the junior. 6-footer out of Willingboro, New Jersey, with a huge basket to put NJCU up by 1, 45-44. Three-pointer attempt, no good. And good box out by a strong timeout, Ramapo. So the box out by Ayanna Lewis. The foul was called on Ramapo, right?
Yes.
And, you know,
Ramapo number 22.
And Ayanna Lewis showed a tremendous amount of strength in boxing out Jenna Harsh, who, let's be honest, is a big, strong physical presence.
Absolutely.
For Ramapo. So credit Ayanna Lewis for doing her job. Another foul against one of the best players for Ramapo, and that is Jenna Harsh. Her third, I believe, right?
Yes.
So let's go over some of the stats here. So leading scorers up to this point, who do we have?
Leading scorers for NJCU, we have a tie. We got 12 points for Ayanna Lewis and 12 points for Alicia McCray.
There you go.
And shortly behind is Deja Anderson. But what sticks out to me the most is our rebounds. We have Sarah Edmond with 11.
11 boards.
11.
My goodness, she has been dominant. Good for Sarah.
Hannah Johnson with 7. Ayanna Lewis
6. There you go.
That's just
excellent
a remarkable
work.
amount compared to the highest one for Ramapo is Jenna Harsh with 6 rebounds.
Gotcha. That is one of the most complete players I've seen in this conference. So for those of you who may be just joining us, 6:36 remaining in the game. NJCU up by 1, 45-44. NJCU with the basketball. Joining me for the second half, our celebrity color commentator, Nina Carbonero, class of 19, now in graduate school here at NJCU. Three-pointer no good, Nina. Scramble, loose ball, coming up with a loose ball. It was Johnson, of course. Excellent scrappy play by Johnson. Three-pointer, Neal, no good. And that is kept in bounds by NJCU. Excellent hustle as Johnson puts up a 3, in and out. Rebound, Neal. Dominant, as you said, on the offensive boards, Nina.
They do not give up.
Premonition of sorts from you. Unbelievable. Maintaining possession, NJCU, an all-important possession. As the clock continues to tick, three-pointer no good. Another offensive rebound, scramble on the floor, diving for the loose ball. Coming up with it is McCray. Unbelievable hustle by NJCU. Look underneath. Count it. Gorgeous pass. That was Ayanna Lewis. Ayanna Lewis on the beautiful feed puts NJCU up by 3. As Ramapo tries to answer back with 5-10 fadeaway floater. And it falls. It gets the friendly bounce for number 15, Jessica Rapasi. Rapasi, the senior, 5'10 center for the Roadrunners. And that's going to be a jump ball. It looked like a reach-in foul to me, Nina, but they're going to call it a jump ball. And the possession arrow will be in favor of the Gothic Knights. And now checking into the game, Cherry Smeedle for the Roadrunners. DePopolo asking for it back, but it goes to number 12, Ayanna Lewis, who gets the friendly roll. She is on absolute fire here in the fourth quarter. 49-46, NJCU with the lead, trailing most of the game. Came out on fire in the third quarter and have dominated this second half. It's like night and day compared to the first half. Dominate might be too strong a word, but you got to like what you're seeing.
Absolutely. You can tell they are playing for their seniors today.
So true. Coming from a student at NJCU herself, you got to believe it. That shot no good. Rebound by Harsh. Another offensive rebound by Harsh. No good. And McCray will take the ball up and slow things down for NJCU. With 3:50 remaining. Gothic Knights up by 3. Johnson now looking. She'll go to her left. Three-pointer, no good. That was Lewis, who up until then has had the hot hand for the Gothic Knights. Three-pointer, in and out. That was Rapasi. Offensive rebound, that shot no good. Fouled on the play was Jenna Harsh. Ayanna Lewis with the foul. And Harsh will go to the free throw line. Checking back into the game for the Gothic Knights, Deja Anderson and Sarah Edmond. So Jenna Harsh has been pretty money from the free throw line tonight. And she hits the first, pulling the Roadrunners within 2. Harsh, 2 big clutch free throws. Can't even speak. Nina, I'm so excited over this tilt we've got going on here tonight. She made them both Ramapo down by 1.
She's 5 for 6 on her free throws
5
tonight.
for 6. Unbelievable. So much of it comes down to free throws. Long range 3. Missing the mark was McCray. Harsh being harassed by Hannah Johnson, and Johnson's going to get called for the foul. And that's her 4th, Nina.
Shoot another 3, I'll take you out.
And clearly not happy with that free throw was Coach Pat Devaney. NJCU up by 1, controlling. Pull-up jumper is good by Allie Wickershine. Roadrunners take the 1-point lead, 2:40 remaining in the game. As McCray.
Excited. This is the game that gets you excited.
Absolutely. Crowd is so into it, Nina. Good look inside. Edmond kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson for 3. No, call it a 2. No, it was a 3. She misses. Harsh comes down with a big rebound for the Roadrunners. She gets it up to Rinaldi. Rinaldi going left to right. Rinaldi feeds to Porzel. Porzel drives, and she's going to get fouled. Checking into the game for the Gothic Knights, number 12, Ayanna Lewis, replacing Sarah Edmond. On the line to shoot now for the Roadrunners, Stacy Porzel. Porzel, the 5'3" senior guard out of Hasbrook Heights, hits the first. And Nina, they could go up by 3 here, but still plenty of time.
Absolutely.
It's a 1-possession game. Porzel hits them both. Roadrunners now up by 3. Maya Neal, that pass intended for Anderson. And there's going to be a foul on the play against Ramapo. And that's going to go against Allie Wickershine. Inbounding the basketball now, Hannah Johnson for the Gothic Knights. She'll give to Anderson with the floater. In and out. Big offensive rebound by Ayanna Lewis, who has played so well here in the 4th quarter. She's fouled, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2, Erin. Nina, geez, what am I calling? Erin, I'm all over the place, Nina. Ayanna Lewis at the line, though, Nina. You've really got to like what you've seen out of her in the late going. Not afraid to take the big shot. She's kicked a couple of key baskets here in the 4th quarter. She hits the first of 2. You mentioned 5'1". You're hitting your threes when you were in college. What was it like going up against a big 6-footer like Ayanna Lewis? Or...
Oh, my God. I actually never dribbled past the top of the key. That's why.
Come on, really?
I only made 1 3-pointer. Sadly, I missed both of my free throws.
Pressing the ball, breaking the press is Ramapo. Lewis with 2 big free throws. Harsh on the inside. That shot no good. Harsh hurt on the play, coming up limp. Limping on that right foot. It looks like an ankle problem. Johnson driving with the right hand. It won't fall. 1:20 remaining. Make it 1:22 on the whistle. NJCU calling the timeout, down by 1. Ramapo 52, NJCU 51. And you could not ask for a more exciting ball game, Nina, than right here tonight on senior night. A good send-off for these seniors if we can get the W, wouldn't you say?
They will remember this one.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. As will we.
Absolutely.
As will I. With our special guest color commentator tonight, Nina Carbonero. Nina, how is graduate school going for you? Criminal justice? Are you going to be arresting anybody anytime soon, or are we going to be going off in another area?
I'm not sure yet. So far for grad school, I love it. I've got a 4.0 for the first time in my.
Congratulations!
Thank you
That's so
much.
awesome.
For
My
the first time in my
gosh.
academic career.
That I can't. I when I was in college, I was a student athlete as well, and I was like, geez, I hope I can get the 2.5 or the 3.0 to keep playing. No, I mean I'm exaggerating a little bit, but honestly, to hear the 4.0, well done. That is phenomenal. So cool. Good for you. Keep up the good work.
Thank you. But on the criminal justice side, I'm not sure yet, but I actually have a twin sister. She played soccer here as well.
Come on, what's her name?
Gina Carbonero.
Gina. Nina and Gina.
Absolutely. But she's about to go into the New Jersey State Police Academy.
Oh, congrats
so
to
proud
Gina.
of her.
And now we are at a key moment of the game. 1:20 remaining. NJCU down by 1 with possession. Hannah Johnson now with the basketball. Back to Johnson. Johnson to Anderson. Anderson kicks it back out to Johnson. Johnson drives the lane. Puts up the one-handed floater. No good. Another big rebound for the banged-up Jenna Harsh, who is gutting it out for the Roadrunners, staying in the game with that twisted right ankle. Stacy Porzel, she's clamped down on defensively by NJCU. Excellent team defense by the Gothic Knights. A look to Jenna Harsh, and she hits it with 35.3 seconds to go. The clock will automatically stop as Ramapo takes the 3-point lead. Jenna Harsh is just continuing to hit big basket after big basket. An inadvertent whistle on the floor. Officials' mistake. We will continue, and the clock starts right now. 33 seconds to go. Maya Neal over to Anderson. Anderson over to Johnson. Johnson back to Anderson. Anderson being played very close. Three-pointer! It's good! Can you believe it? Hannah Johnson, the senior, on senior night, nails the tray to come even. 54 apiece with 20.3 seconds to go. You could not ask for anything more out of your senior tonight than what Hannah Johnson has given us here on the hardwood.
I cannot believe it. That was
unbelievable.
Phenomenal.
Hannah Johnson nails the tray, all even at 54. Timeout. Who called the timeout? I was so excited I missed it. I think it was Ramapo that called the timeout.
So.
Unbelievable.
Beautiful. She is not one you want to have the ball if you are Ramapo.
That is so unbelievable that the senior on senior night nails the three. One of only two seniors on the team, Hannah and Aaliyah McCray. So what are we going to have to do here with 20.3 to go, Nina?
Play with heart.
And, there's obviously going to be no fouls. We're dead even. We're going to have to play them close, play them tight, and no easy looks. And if you miss it, if they miss it and NJCU gets the rebound, a quick timeout to set up for the last shot, depending on when Ramapo decides to launch up the shot.
Absolutely.
So inbounding the ball now with 20.3 to go is Jenna Harsh. Harsh gives it to Porzel. Porzel over to Rinaldi. Rinaldi, the wicked shooter from the outside for the Roadrunners. Will she take the shot? It looks like she's going to. Rinaldi running out of time. Broken up by Hannah Johnson. What's the call? Jump ball.
Who's it for?
The possession arrow in favor of the Roadrunners from Ramapo College. Inbounding the ball, Cherry Smeedle.
Pat Devaney just called
Pat
the timeout.
Devaney will call the timeout to talk things over with 2.9 seconds remaining. Ramapo with possession of the ball. It will be Roadrunners basketball underneath their own basket with 2.9 seconds remaining. Could it get any more dramatic than this, Nina?
No, I've got to say, Hannah Johnson, Jersey City native, is putting it on for the hometown.
Absolutely. Man, if this one goes to overtime, I'd like to see the ball back in Hannah Johnson's hands, but we can't get too far ahead of ourselves. Devaney, interestingly enough, calls the timeout, wants a defensive scheme that he's going to be happy with, cutting off the key shooters, perhaps like Jenna Harsh, Rinaldi, whoever it may be. Plenty of time to get a shot off. So let's see what this looks like defensively for NJCU. As Coach Mike Einiker, in his 12th season, draws up the play for the Roadrunners of Ramapo. Inbounding the ball, Cherry Smeedle. No one guarding Smeedle. Interestingly enough, extra person for NJCU. Smeedle finds Rinaldi, puts it up. No good. We're going to overtime. All even at 54. Excellent defense there. The Roadrunners were able to get a shot off, but it was not a good look. And preserving the tie, NJCU, we're going to overtime. Nina, we got to do this more often. Unbelievable. Unbelievable debut for Nina Carbonero. Nina, let's hope you bring some good luck here in the overtime session. So we'll play 5 minutes of overtime in the extra session. And it's really any. Good defense, harassing number 3, Stacy Porzel. That pass underneath, kick back out, 20-footer, no good. Coming back the other way, Anderson off the glass, count the basket. Deja Anderson with a gorgeous move to give the Gothic Knights the 2-point lead. We're under 4 minutes to go in overtime. Last game of the year on senior night. Foul on the play called against NJCU. Last regular season game for the Gothic Knights. Gothic Knights having already qualified for a playoff berth. They will make the postseason this year in the NJAC. On the line now to shoot it, Stacy Porzel. Porzel, huge free throw, and she missed it. Gothic Knights still up by 2. Every basket counts. She hits the second. Good recovery by Porzel. Hannah Johnson now with the ball, and she throws that pass, which is knocked out of bounds by Ramapo. Johnson to inbound the basketball for the Gothic Knights. Oh, geez. That almost did not connect. But a heads-up play by by McCray. Johnson now. Johnson blocked by Ramapo. It's going to stay the same way. NJCU basketball.
We've got
2 seconds remaining on the shot clock, Nina. So they're going to have to get this off quickly. Put it up, three-pointer. No good, but credit them for getting the shot off. Scramble underneath, same way. Gothic Knights basketball. And they have just hustled all game long, Nina.
Absolutely.
Both teams have, but I've been really impressed. Scrambling for loose balls, playing their hearts out tonight on senior night. That pass was a bit forced.
Again.
But once again, NJCU gets the call as far as possession is concerned. Last touch by a Ramapo player inbounding the ball, Hannah Johnson. Off the back of Harsh. Beautiful heads-up play by Hannah Johnson. Unbelievably heads-up play by Johnson as she bounces the ball off the back of Jenna Harsh, gets it and puts it up and is fouled on the play. I haven't seen anything like it. Unbelievable. All other options were exhausted. She bounced it off the back of Harsh, got the ball back, put up the shot.
Paul's going to replay.
There it is. Hannah Johnson, unbelievable.
Right there, right off the bat.
2 big shots. Jenna Harsh was like, wait a second, what just happened here? Big free throws here, Nina.
She is just aware of her surroundings. And you always get to try something fun on your senior night.
Why not? Let's mix it up. Missing the first was Johnson. She misses the second as well. But getting the big rebound is Anderson. A fresh 20 on the shot clock for NJCU. Three-pointer Johnson. She's fouled on the play. No good. She will have 3 free throws on the three-pointer attempt. Fouled on the play. 3 shots for Hannah Johnson. So, with your foray into broadcasting, I have an idea for you, Nina. How about the Nina and Gina podcast?
I could see it. I'm a fan of podcasts.
There you go. Big free throw by Hannah Johnson. 57-55, 2-point Gothic Knights lead. Second of 3 free throw attempts for Johnson. She hits the second. Ice water running through her veins, draining the first 2 like it was nothing.
Absolutely.
Johnson with her 3rd free throw attempt after being fouled on a 3-pointer. Yes, 3 for 3. 59-55, 4-point Gothic Knights lead. Timeout, Ramapo. Woo!
Beautiful.
This has been awesome.
You know, right before she made all 3 of those free throws, Pat Devaney said to her, it's just you in the rim. And she said, Coach, it's just me.
Did she really?
No.
Well, I was going to say that sounds like such a Devaneyism. Hey, look, it's just you in the rim.
Absolutely.
That's all. But that's sort of a good way to look at it. You know, in high pressure situations for you on the field as a former student athlete here at NJCU, do you have to kind of create a tunnel vision? Hey, it's just soccer, big team sport, basketball, big team sport. But are there moments where you need to block out the noise and focus on whether you're dribbling, shooting, a throw-in, whatever it might be? And if let's say you made a bad play before, moving on and blocking out and having focus, how important was that for you?
I think through my years I've learned to just have that tunnel vision. I control that defense. So just knowing what I need to do and what my players need to do, that was enough for me to be held accountable.
And Johnson certainly showing a lot of that poise here tonight that you just mentioned. Ramapo losing the trigger. Rapasi with the shot, but she's going to be fouled on the play. And Jessica Rapasi will go to the line for the Roadrunners. Down by 4. These are 2. Did you just see the Michael Jackson spin move?
Yes.
By Coach Devaney? That was epic. And checking in for the Roadrunners now is number 20, Sarah Minchin. But 2 shots for Rapasi, and these are huge, huge, Nina. She gets the first. Ramapo now within 3.
Rapasi is a senior as well, and she is, you can just tell with the way she's calm and just taking these free throws.
That's a great point.
Very poised.
Very poised, and as evidenced by drilling those 2 free throws. Ramapo now down by 2 as McCray brings it up for the Gothic Knights. The combination you've heard so often tonight, McCray and Johnson. Johnson back to McCray. McCray looks inside, kicks it out. Anderson to Johnson. Johnson drives the lane, and she will be fouled on the play. Just a heads up, mature, senior kind of move there, drawing the foul, knowing that at this stage of the game very well could be won on free throws, Nina. And Johnson getting the most out of her basketball IQ, I think, in a play like that.
Absolutely, definitely. You can tell everything she's doing today, especially today, she's doing it with a purpose.
And just having that savvy and the maturity and the leadership, knowing when to maybe dish it, know when to go inside, when to pull it back. And she drew the foul there. And this is a big free throw here, the second. And she misses it. So NJCU up by 2. And Smeedle looks inside, back outside to Rapasi. Rapasi to Rinaldi. Rinaldi to Porzel. Traveling violation against Porzel. Turnover. NJCU basketball with 2:06 remaining in overtime. The 5-minute extra session, as it were. Basketball, NJCU, 2:06 remaining. Gothic Knights up by 2, looking to pad this lead. Turn around. Ayanna Lewis again with a huge basket. Up by 4. Ayanna Lewis just keeps coming. Driving the lane, losing control. That looked like a foul, but they're going to call a jump ball. I mean, diving was mentioned. I thought I saw an elbow in there, but apparently not, as the possession arrow will favor Ramapo. Inbounding the ball for Ramapo will be Cherry Smeedle. Porzel back to Smeedle for 3. What's the call here? It's going to be NJCU basketball. Smeedle's going to take a seat. And Sarah Minchin back into the game for the Roadrunners. 1:37 now remaining in the 5-minute overtime. 4-point lead for the Gothic Knights, 61-57. As McCray controls from right to left. Kicks it out to Anderson. Anderson with a crossover. Jump shot, no good. Another scramble. Offensive rebound, NJCU. And what is the call? I didn't see it, Nina. That's going to go against Ramapo. Smeedle back into the game for the Roadrunners. But again, we're back at the free throw line, Nina. And another huge 2 free throws. And, of course, who's back in the spotlight? Our senior, number 3, Hannah Johnson. Big free throw. She hits it. Drains it. Gothic Knights back up by 4 with the clutch free throw by Hannah Johnson. Johnson with the second free throw. Nothing but the bottom of the net. Gothic Knights now up by 5. As Porzel dishes to Rapasi. Rapasi back to Porzel. Smeedle now looking good look inside. Turnaround. Strong move. Count the basket. End the foul. That was Allie Wickersheim. Big, big basket for Ramapo as Wickersheim comes through with a strong move from underneath and the opportunity at a three-point play here, Nina. 1:02 remaining in the 5-minute overtime. And Wickersheim completes the three-point play Gothic Knights with the ball, up by 3, under a minute to go. We're down at 55 seconds. I'd say eat up as much clock as you can here, Nina.
Absolutely.
Eat up the clock, up by 3. Hannah Johnson almost lost control. She finds Anderson with a pull-up jumper off the glass, no good. Offensive rebound, Johnson. She goes up strong, shot no good. Brought down by Rapasi. And they're going to call a backcourt foul on NJCU. Checking into the game now for the Gothic Knights will be Zaira Taylor-Gaston. Zaira Taylor-Gaston. Ayanna Lewis will sit. 32.9 to go, Nina. NJCU with the 3-point lead. 2 huge free throws for Jessica Rapasi. And you know Ramapo is going to have to foul as soon as these free throws are done.
You can hear the enthusiasm from our NJCU.
A little
baseball
student
team over there.
section. Very nice.
All the guys in green.
Oh, they
on
all
the
have one of
baseball
those
team.
crowns?
Yeah, it looks like they took a stop at Burger King after practice.
Rapasi 1 of 2. We're down to 30 seconds. I'm surprised they're not fouling right away.
They're gonna let 'em play.
NJCU underneath. That's going to be no good. Oh, man. They let them play it out. Rinaldi driving the basket. Stepping out of bounds was Samantha Rinaldi. Can you believe it? Timeout. NJCU with 16.8 seconds to go. The 2-point lead. I mean, I was surprised Ramapo didn't foul, Nina. They come down. NJCU misses the basket. Quick transition. And Rinaldi steps out of bounds. Timeout, NJCU. Talking it over is Devaney Sr.
Amazing.
So, look, it's really within NJCU's hands, literally and
Absolutely.
figuratively, to either run it out, get fouled, put up the shot. What tact would you take? You are our NJCU insider. We don't want to give away any secrets, Nina. Is that what it is?
We got to keep the secrets to ourselves. But, it's going to come down to who wants it more.
There you go. Well, certainly big advantage right now to NJCU with the basketball, with the 2-point lead. 16.8 seconds remaining, and here's our senior right in front of us.
Absolutely.
Number 3, Hannah Johnson, to inbound the basketball.
How creative can she be?
Johnson, she finds Taylor-Gaston, who immediately gets fouled, as expected this time around at least. And now look at this. Inexplicably, we're having a 3-player substitution for Ramapo. I guess some long-range shooters, hoping amongst hope that they can get a 3-pointer off, but it's all up to Zaira Taylor-Gaston as she gets the first. 3-point lead now for the Gothic Knights. This would make it a 2-possession game here if she hits this free throw. She misses it. Oh, timeout, Ramapo. Head coach Mike Einiger will talk things over as they're going to set things up. So missing that second free throw is kind of huge. Down by 3, Ramapo with the basketball. You got to figure they can come down, get a quick 2, and hope to get the ball back. Or do they go for 3 in the tie? How do you think they're gonna play it?
I feel like they're gonna go for the 3. They might have put in some of their
and they've been shooting. They shot the 3 ball well in the first half too.
They're banking on the 3s because with NJCU's rebounding ability this entire game, I can't see how they would try to go for
Nina,
the 3.
excellent point. You know what? I'm going to go with you on that. Look for the tie. Could you imagine a double overtime?
I don't think I can handle it.
Well, you couldn't ask for a more competitive, exciting game here tonight.
Absolutely.
On senior night. We're here live at the John J. Moore Athletic Center. 15.6 seconds to go. NJCU with the 3-point lead. Inbounding the basketball is Smeedle. Smeedle finds Rapasi. Inside look. Rinaldi no good. Offensive rebound. It's good. That was Allie Wickershine. NJCU turns it over with 5 seconds. Thrown out of bounds. What's the call going to be? Same way. It will be Ramapo basketball with 4.8 seconds on the clock. Unbelievable. 1 point NJCU lead. The ball is now in Ramapo's hands as they take a timeout, and they're going to go for the game winner with 4.8 to go. And that's it for timeouts?
Yep, no more.
Heads up stat there, Aaron. Thank you. Aaron, what is with this mental block? Aaron, Nina, and Gina. How could I forget? All right, I'm going to put that right in front of me here.
What a great song to play.
What are they playing?
Dreams and Nightmares.
There you go. Will it be the dream or will it be the nightmare for NJCU? Once again, joining us tonight is a colored commentator, Nina Carbonero, graduate student here at NJCU. 4.8 seconds remain. Smeedle with the inbound for Ramapo. She gets it to Rinaldi. Rinaldi to Porzel. Clock running down. Out of bounds. And is that it?
That's it.
What's the call? I think they're going to look at the clock, Nina. They're putting more time on the clock.
That was an amazing.
The official on the floor is instructing the official scorers table to put 0.4 seconds on the clock. NJCU up by a point. Inbounding the ball for Ramapo, Stacy Porzel. It's going to have to be quick. Porzel looks for Rinaldi at the buzzer. No good! NJCU on senior night hangs on in overtime for the 64-63 victory as they improve their record to 12-13, 9-9 at 500 in the NJAC. The last regular season game here on the hardwood at John J. Moore Athletic Center on senior night. And Nina, you couldn't have asked for a better game. Unbelievable outcome here in overtime. Thank you so much for joining us, Nina. What a debut for you, and what a great game for the Gothic Knights from New Jersey City University. Their postseason begins. Check the website for more information, but the tournament quarterfinals are on February 22nd, the semifinals February 25th, and the NJAC tournament finals on February 28th. We'll be back in just a few with our final stats on the evening.